When I think about my most popular videos, they usually have to do with lighting or sound or gear in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Then the gig logs do pretty well. But if I want a video to get next to no views, I'll do one on music. Because as it turns out, most DJs, believe it or not, above and beyond just kind of knowing what they need to know to do their job, aren't really into music that much. So as you can imagine, any kind of video that I do on my record collection probably won't set the world on fire. But I did get some questions about it in my last live stream that I did here on YouTube, so I thought I'd go ahead and do it just for fun. A little bit about my collection. It's eclectic. There's all kinds of stuff in here. We've got everything from ABBA to ZZ Top in the mainstream section. But then I also have a 70s disco section. Then I have a freestyle section. I've got a space designated for all compilations. That's anything from K-Tel to DJ stuff like Ultimix and Funky Mix. There's Breakbeat. And then I have a whole row of house. It's anything from hard house to ghetto house to classic house, like Farley Jack Master Funk and Mr. Lee and things like that. So is it a DJ record collection? No, it's more of a record collection that a DJ happens to own. Is there DJ stuff here? Absolutely. But really, it's just stuff that I love. Whether it's DJ related or not, it's here. I collect things that I like. It doesn't matter if they're valuable or not. But, everybody collects a little different. So if you wanted to start collecting records, there are a couple of different ways you can do it. One way you can do it, which is the way a lot of my friends do it, is they just kind of think of a record they want, and then they seek it out and they buy it. Maybe they go to a record store, maybe they go online to a site like Discogs or eBay or even Amazon and buy it. I do it a little different. Most of the time what I'm doing is I'm crate digging. And what I mean by that is I'm going to a used bookstore, Goodwill, a used record store, and I'm diving into the bargain bins and just seeing what's there. Now sometimes I'll dig through hundreds of records and I won't find anything that I'm interested in. But other times I'll dive into a bin somewhere and I'll pull out all kinds of stuff. It's nothing I was specifically looking for, but sometimes when I see it, I'm like, oh wow, that, and I buy it. Is there anything specific that I really like to collect? Yeah, there's several things. I like collecting prints. When I find it, I buy it. If I don't have it, I have doubles of things, but I really do enjoy collecting prints and Prince-related artists, which is a really fun rabbit hole to go down. For some reason, I like collecting Madonna records. And I'm not a big Daft Punk collector, but if I see it, I buy it. And I really wish I would have bought a copy of Discovery because the price has gone up to like $250. But I'm not going to pay $250 for it. I'm going to wait to find it somewhere at a Goodwill or at a used record store. Or, I don't know, maybe if there's a repressing somewhere and I can pick it up for $18 at Walmart, I might buy it. But it's not on my priority list. What's the most valuable record that I have? Right now, according to Discogs, it's this one from Rhythm Stick. It's a double album. It's a DJ only compilation, and I think it's $350 right now. Now, having said that, I have some other things back here that used to show more value in Discogs, but now aren't showing any value because they're not letting you buy or sell anything on Discogs that is bootleg or unofficial. So I do have some stuff that's more valuable. I just have a hard time finding reference to it without really digging deep into something like Goldmine. I don't collect any records that I don't love regardless of the value, and one of the big reasons I like to do it that way is because I only allocate so much space in my home for records. If I just collected any old record, I run out of space, so I gotta love it. And if I happen to find a few crates of records that I'm absolutely in love with, I would have to go through this one and make some really hard choices on what stays and what goes. And when I get rid of stuff, I typically don't sell. It just goes to Goodwill. I know. But I like passing it on to the next person who's crate digging and kind of keep the spirit of things alive. So anyway, there's a quick video for you on my record collection. Won't set the world on fire, but I hope it helped somebody. I hope somebody enjoyed it. And there's lots of different ways that you could go about doing this. Like I said, you can hand select your records from online or record stores. just kind of knowing what you want and going out and buying it, or you could do like me and just crate dig. But the value means nothing. It's kind of like my dad's car. I don't know if it's worth $200, $20,000, or $200,000. I don't really care. It's not a commodity to be bought and sold. It's my father's car, and I love it. It's the same thing with this collection back here. So anyway, that's it. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Practice and enjoy.